So I found out about this article I found on Twitter about EA Games. EA Games that has signed up for an advertiser, an advertisement organization, so they can place in-game in-game ads of real parts in video games that that EA purchases. So far, they got around. They have plans for 52 games to have these in-game ads. Let me tell you about this. I'm very opposed to this at all. Now, I have no objection to advertisements of real-world parts, as long as it's done in such a way that it's tasteful, it does not break the immersion, and you won't notice it. Most of the time, these in-game ads for real parts are those in racing games, where you won't notice the advertisement unless you actually stop your car and actually go out of your way to actually look at which parts they're advertising. Or product placement, where you won't notice the part that's being advertised because you're too busy looking at the main characters. But in this case, they're actually providing advertisements for current part. I see this as unimmersive, and it breaks the immersion of video games. And now more than ever, we need escapism, total escapism. They don't mind references to actual parts in video games, but real life advertising that breaks the immersion of video games, even during loading screens, is inexcusable. They actually tried this with NBA 2019, or was it NBA 2020 for 2K games? And they automatically hated it. Gamers already hated it. And they don't want it. And they don't want it in video games at all. I mean, in this day and age, you're already paying $70 for a full-price game. $70 for a full-price video game. And you're already paying microtransactions on top of it. And paid DLC on top of it. In previous console generations in the past, you just pay $50 for one full-price game. And the DLC is usually free, or you pay $20 for an expansion pack that is basically has the same value as the full game for $20. Nowadays, game companies just want you to pay more on top of the video game itself. They want you to pay on top of the video game. Like paying more microtransactions, paying more for DLC. And it's getting to the point where video gaming is expensive, and it's getting to the point where you actually have more value if you actually buy old games that have already been completed for a lower price. I mean, it's bad enough where you cannot escape from reality. But basically paying upwards to $70, paying for microtransactions, while having in-game advertisements for real parts. I mean, if they actually wanted in-game advertisements, they should at least lower the price of the games to $50 or $40. But video game companies are asking for too much. They are literally asking for too much. Especially EA. What's wrong with EA these days? And besides, EA already makes a lot of money through microtransactions through FIFA Ultimate Team. And they basically making money out of legal gambling from vulnerable people and children who are able to effectively commit credit card fraud. I mean, seriously, No one should buy any game that has in-game advertisements of their of actual products. Boycott them at all costs, and tell your friends to boycott them as well. Boycott any games that offer in-game advertisement for real-life products. We need escapism more than ever, and in-game advertisements that break the immersion is inexcusable and must not be accepted. This is JK from the Ministry of Otaku. Have a good day.